Alrighty guys, good to have you back on another video of NieR Reincarnation. And today we have the last abstract costume of our standard characters, which is abstract Yurie. So let's jump right in. How good is she actually? Alrighty guys, good to have you back on another video of NieR Reincarnation. And today we have the 30th of September, and this actually means we get a new event quest, Record the Pumpkin Box on now. So we have a new Saryu costume in the game. This is a 3-star costume for Saryu, and she's actually kind of good support for a free-to-play unit. She has respectable stats. 5,700 at Awakening 5 is pretty good for a 3-star unit. And her skill is a support skill, reducing the defense by 15% for 30 seconds. But yeah, other than that, it's nothing really special here. This staff is actually not that bad. It has a Void Boon passive, dark damage dealt up by 24%, and a bit more HP. Both of the skills are not that good actually, but hey, that's actually not a bad support weapon as a sub weapon. So pretty good, pretty good. And we also got the last abstract version of our main story characters. This is abstract Yurie, and let's jump into some character analysis here. First off, we have the stats. 75,000 HP is pretty high. Her attack is also quite good at almost 7,000. Her defense kinda low, only 4,400, and we got the first unit actually that has a higher base agility than 1,000 without having a Fleetfoot passive. The agility of abstract Yurie is 1,100, and I checked that with the JP side as well, and she's also 1,100 there. So yeah, it's actually the first unit that has a higher base agility than 1,000, and this means we probably into some power creep regarding agility, because this is not a rank bonus. Rank bonus gets on top of the stats displayed here in the character profile. So yeah, watch out for the future. I guess we might hit some pretty serious agility values in the arena pretty soon. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Other than that, let's have a look at her kit. So first off, the character skill Exploit. Gauge level C, so you can pump that out multiple times, possibly during the fight. She deals 85% damage to one enemy 4 times. This is the same as with Celeb Gale. And the first part of her special here is similar to Gale as well. Death down by 30% for 30 seconds. But on top of that, she also inflicts a light damage received debuff to that same enemy by 25% for 30 seconds as well. So pretty good light support for subjugation. I think it's not a bad idea to use her in subjugation because light is the worst element for pretty much all players out there. So getting another support is pretty good, but on the same side we still have Celeb Yurie, which is one of the best DPS units in the game. So you have to basically pick and choose which one to pick for the fight. Most of the time Celeb Yurie will be better, but I guess if you have a very high developed account, this abstract version is pretty good. And she also deals quite good damage, so she might be a good DPS as well. She doesn't hit that hard with her character skill, but she has Ambush 25%, that is awesome. She has Lucid Drive, increases the attack of equipped light affinity weapons by 100%. And we talked about these rush and leap abilities earlier in some other videos, that they are not really good, but getting 100% more stats for the attack of light weapons is actually pretty good. So we saw that with Celeb Yurie and Celeb Marie earlier as well. They have fire and water respectively, and their attack is actually pretty high. It's a good effect on this part, so can't argue against that. And on top of that, she gets Bold Vigor when you awaken her 3 times, so another 20% damage on top of this. So her attack here is quote-unquote only 7,000, but when you equip her with a lot of light weapons and you have the Bold Vigor effect active in-game, so you're above 70% HP, she hits really hard. And with her Sea God shield, it's actually possible to do a double character skill during knockdown. So the 30 seconds defense down and the 30 seconds increased light damage received by the enemy is active all the time, pretty much. And yeah, that's pretty good. Last part, her debris is okay. It's good for arena. You get 8% more base agility on top of 2% more defense, so kind of hybrid debris here, but all the 10% agility debris are better than this, and I think it's not really worth it to go to A5 just for the debris. Let's have a look at her weapon, Mondschein. It's actually a German name if you haven't already figured that out by yourself, and it's translated to basically light of the moon. So Mond is moon and shine is like the lighting of the moon. Yeah, it is an all-around pretty good weapon stat-wise. The weapon skill, the first weapon skill, is a 14 seconds cooldown, 55% times 4, which is actually pretty okay. You can kill people with that in arena. And the second skill is 40% times 5, and it has a Bold Vigor. This is kind of odd that they implemented this skill as a second skill, because you can't really do anything with that. 18 seconds for arena is pretty long, but for PvE, 40% damage times 5, and it's increased by up to 20% if you're in Bold Vigor range. It's not really a DPS type of weapon as well, so it's kind of in a niche of it's too long for arena but not powerful enough for PvE, so the second weapon skill is actually not that good. But the abilities are awesome. We get Lucid Boon, 30% increased light damage, and Fleetfoot, agility up by 20% for 60 seconds. So awesome sub weapon for PvE, for PvP, for arena. Pretty awesome. We actually have now 3 weapons of this, if I'm right. So yeah, we have the Phoenix Lance. It has the same abilities, Lucid Boon and Fleetfoot timed. And we have the Subjugation Light Spear. So all of these weapons, they are light. And I guess this Yurie here is suitable for an arena rusher, I guess. So she has 100 more agility than the rest, basically. She gets the rank bonus, which is 150 as well, if I remember correctly. And if you equip her with the Mondschein, she has the auto attacks, obviously, as an agility rusher. And then you have the Subjugation Spear, the Subjugation Staff, and Phoenix Lance as sub-weapons. The only thing which you have to take care of is crit rate, because all of the weapons don't have crit rate. But then again, this character has ambush 25%, and this helps out a lot, okay? So watch out for that abstract Yurie in arena. She will be a pain, okay, if equipped the right way. What do we have Else we have core fists. This is a pretty good fist weapon. Regarding good light weapons, we have a few, and we also have two good fists. We have Abyssal Theos fists that are pretty much the best fists, the best light weapon in the game. And we have the EX version of Theos fists, which are also light. And this is basically the third one in the party. It has pretty good attack, almost 3000. The first skill is at 16 seconds. It's kind of usable in Arena, but it's the lower, but it's the fastest skill of the two, so not really that good in Arena. But the second skill actually is not that bad. 110% times 3, and it increases your light damage by 30%. Only for 15 seconds, so it's only really usable for the character that has this weapon. So you equip that with the character that has a powerful DPS character skill. You use this weapon skill first, after that the weapon skill, the character skill, and then you deal massive damage. The abilities are pretty good as well. Lucid Boon, light damage up by 30%, and it has this Lucid Haste, which we see with a lot of new gacha weapons, that your skills are decreased by 10%. The skill cooldowns are decreased by 10% when equipped with a light affinity main hand weapon. You should be happy if you get one of this. And then we have Fortune's Ivory. This is basically the spear version of Oddcore Staff, which I show you in just a second. But just quickly go over the skills here. 19 seconds pursuit skill, not that great. 15 seconds increasing defense skill, not that great, but the abilities are pretty good. So we have Lucid Boon 24%, and we have Bold Vigor up to 16% when you're at 100% HP. So dynamic Bold Vigor, increasing light damage here. This is the equivalent to the Oddcore Staff, which is an awesome 3-star weapon. Oh no, the Core Odd Staff, sorry for that, which is an awesome 3-star weapon, one of the best in the game. It has the same weapon abilities here, but this spear actually has more attack, so it's like a buffed version of the staff. So yeah, that's worth your natural pearls if you happen to get some copies of this weapon. And like I said, Abstract Yurie, pretty good for Arena, pretty good for Subjugation. Watch out for her. She looks awesome. If you're into Yurie, this is basically a must-pull just for the look, I guess. But she's also a pretty good unit, so let me know in the comments down below what you think about this Yurie. Did you pull for her? How do you think she will fit into the meta? I guess, especially on defense, she will be a pain if you face her with all the auto attacks she can pump out. She's actually a good unit, so don't underestimate her. Other than that, I wish you a nice rest of your day, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.